All right, what I want to do, and we're starting a little new thing here, and you're going to see this coming in our newsletters, and I'm going to call it the challenge week, or maybe it's the bi-monthly challenge, because we put a couple newsletters out every month. And you guys, if you're seeing this video, I'm sure you're watching you get our newsletter. If not, let me know. We'll get you the newsletter. But anyway, basically what it comes down to is we had a school a couple weeks ago. We had an AAI school, an Alert Attitude of Indifference school up in Chicago. It was a great school. You know, myself, Chandler, Paul Monahan came in and did the school. We had a lot of fun, but during the school, we gave the students a challenge, okay? We said, if you did this challenge, and we'll talk about this later, but we said, if you do this challenge, you would potentially reduce your handicap in half in a month. And the students just were like, oh my gosh. And they just love the idea of a challenge. And guys, in today's society and what you watch in social media and you watch, you know, on Facebook, whatever you want to talk about, they're always talking about challenges, you know, the bucket challenge or what. You guys see it, there's challenges. So it's very obvious that challenges is the hot spot, okay? And I thought that'd be fun. And honestly, when I go practice and I go out in practice and I do this every day, I have challenges for myself set up there. And I'm not talking about like a challenge like to hit it better today or challenge of that, you know, kind of vague challenge. I'm talking very specific challenges. And in particular, when I'm going to go play in an event or an important round coming up, I will do these challenges a week, 2 weeks leading up to the event. Because number one, they're fun. Number two, if you can meet the challenge, obviously your game's getting really good. Number three, it kind of really gives you a good guide or a level, or it kind of rates your game, okay? So I'm going to explain that as we do this. So this week we're going to give the first challenge. And this is honestly, this is one of my favorite ones. I do this challenge all the time. If you guys would have seen our master class, or if you watched our short game master class, we called this a game. But I'm going to give it to you as a challenge, okay? So what it comes down to is every couple weeks now, we're going to give you guys a new challenge. Now, what I'd like you to do is, as you're trying to do this challenge, if you pass the challenge, if you score the challenge, or maybe if you're just working to meet the challenge, post it on Facebook. Private members, go on the Single Plane Academy Facebook page. Public members, or public guys, just go on Graves Golf Academy or the Graves Golf Facebook page, but go in there, post how you're doing the challenge, how well it's working, if you pass the challenge, the records you set, okay? Go post it on there. This is the fun stuff, okay? I mean, if you pass the challenge the first time, post it on there. If it's a really hard challenge, post it on there, okay? But anyway, so let's get into this first challenge. So this first one we're going to do is a 2-ball challenge. And here's what it is. It's a chipping and putting challenge. If you guys want to get very specific, it's a practice A type challenge, okay? It's not working on fundamentals. It's not working on very specific points. This is something to work on your game to make you better. It is a practice A type challenge. So what I need you to do is grab a couple wedges. I have my sand wedge and my lob wedge here, okay? You guys can grab whatever wedges you want. I mean, you know, we have the multiple club approach, and grab your putter. So I've got a couple wedges in my putter. Here's what you're gonna do. And then also grab 2 golf balls, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna throw those golf balls down to chip, okay? Now, I've got a hole right here on the green. What I'm gonna set up is I'm now gonna get up over the shot. I'm gonna chip these 2 golf balls. So I'm gonna set up, okay? And I'm gonna chip them. Okay, there's 1. There's 2, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up and putt them in. So I've got 1 in. Now I'm gonna get up over the second one, and just like I'm on the golf course, I'm gonna get up over this. I'm gonna try to putt it in. So I'm gonna set up, okay? I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna line it up. I'm gonna putt it in. So I have 1, 2. So right now I have 2 points, okay? I'm gonna take these 2 golf balls, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll them off the green. Okay, so I'm gonna take them, I'm gonna toss them off the green. I'm gonna get over these shots. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave them lay. I'm not gonna move them around. I'm not gonna play like I'm playing winter golf. I'm gonna leave them lay. So I'm gonna leave them in those spots, okay? I'm gonna chip them again. Now, what I like to do is if the green is empty, go to different holes, roll them off, chip to different holes. This one right here, because I'm doing the camera, I'm just gonna go to the same hole for this time, okay? But I like to try, I mean, I'm on a green today and every hole's wide open. I could go to different holes. We're simulating being on the golf course. But right now, I'm gonna take these 2, I'm gonna look at this chip, I'm gonna hit that chip. So I'm gonna set up over it, I'm gonna chip the shot. So I'm gonna set up, okay? Okay, and then the next one. I'm gonna set up, okay? Do the same thing here. I'm gonna walk up, I'm gonna putt them in again. So I'm gonna set up just like I'm on the golf course, okay? I'm gonna take my putter, I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna line these up and put them in again. So I'm gonna set up. Okay, I've now got 3 points. I'm going to my next ball. I now have 4 points. So every one you make is a point, okay? I'm gonna do it again. So I'm gonna take the balls, I'm gonna roll them off the green, okay? Go to a different spot. I'm gonna chip the 2 balls. I'll do it one more time for you guys. So I'm gonna go up here. I've got 2 balls sitting here, okay? I'm gonna chip these. Okay, now I'm gonna set up over these, just like I would, okay? I'm gonna chip, go to the second ball. Remember, I'm leaving them lay. Okay, I'm gonna chip. Now, let's talk about this one. So I'm gonna set up, I'm gonna put this in. I now have 5 points. Now, I'm gonna go to this golf ball. Okay, I'm gonna set up, just like I would, trying to get up and down. Now let's pretend, or let's show, I missed it. So I didn't get it up and down. You're back to 0 points. You're back to 0. So once you miss the ball, you're back to 0. So I made 5 in a row. I had 5 points. I missed the 6th one. I'm back to 0. So now I'm gonna go try it again. So again, I sit here, I roll it off the green, okay? I go chip them up to a hole. Now, your challenge, and this is what the challenge is. The challenge is to get 10 in a row up and down. Okay, now I'd prefer you go to different holes. If you go to one, just go to different spots. Don't chip the same spot because you'll get used to that break, you get used to the feel. So just kind of move it around like I did there. If you go to one hole, if ideally you'll go to different holes in different spots. But remember, so you're rolling the ball off 2 at a time, you're chipping up, you're putting them in. Every one you get in is a point, so it's 1 point, 2 point, 3. The challenge is 10 in a row without missing one, okay? Now I'm gonna give you some numbers. My best I've done this year, this is 2019, is 24 in a row. That's my personal best. So I've obviously gotten better than 10, I've gone 24 in a row. My all-time record, and I think I did this a couple of years ago, is 37 in a row, okay? That's my all-time record. So guys, when you're doing your own personal challenge, if you get 10, keep going. But the challenge is to get 10 in a row, okay? So it's a 2-ball game. It's a chipping and putting game. It's a beautiful game because it simulates what we do in the golf course. You're chipping them up, and then last thing I'll talk about here is guys ask, why don't you just do one golf ball? Here's why. Because when you're chipping from a spot, you can get lucky with one ball. If you get 2 up and down, it's not luck, okay? It's having to get 2 in a row from that same spot. You can have a hard chip, get 1 up and down, and it's kind of lucky. 2 shows you know what you're doing, okay? So 2 balls, roll them off, chip them up, put them in. Roll them off, let them lay, don't wiggle them around, let them lay, chip them up. See how many you can do in a row. Again, your challenge, 10 in a row, up and down without missing one, okay? As you saw, if you make one, it still just counts as a point, okay? But try to get 10 in a row. Guys, trust me, all these challenges are set up to have fun, to have games out there, but if you guys are getting 10 balls in a row up and down, think what you could do in a golf course. I mean, you miss a half dozen to a dozen greens, you're getting them all up and down. What would your score be like? Think about that. That's the key here. So we're going to start these weekly challenges or bi-weekly challenges. You're going to see them in the newsletter. Post it on Facebook. Tell us what you thought of the challenge. Did you accomplish the challenge? Did you get it done? That's your goal. It's not something we're going to do just once. We're going to do it again and again, but have fun with the challenges. Be looking forward to the next challenge, the next newsletter. Have fun with these. Let me know how you like them.